Australia is about to roll out the red carpet for a queen who once called it home. King Frederik and Queen Mary are gearing up for a major state visit down under, and this one is not your standard royal handshake tour. Green energy, billion-dollar business partnerships, and a hometown girl wearing a crown. This is going to be something special. G'day everyone, and welcome back to Danish News Daily, the channel that serves you fresh royal news faster than a flat white on a Monday morning. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right now, because trust us, you do not want to miss what we are covering today. Now, let us get into it. Queen Mary, born Mary Donaldson in Hobart, Tasmania in 1972, grew up just like any other Australian kid. She went to school, hit the beach, lived a perfectly normal life. And then, well, she accidentally met a Danish prince at a pub during the Sydney Olympics in 2000, and the rest, as they say, is royal history. No big deal, just your average Tuesday. But here's what makes this state visit absolutely extraordinary. This is not just a diplomatic courtesy call. This is a queen returning to the country that shaped her, carrying a crown, a king, and a very serious agenda. The visit is placing a massive emphasis on green energy and sustainable business partnerships between Denmark and Australia. And if you know anything about both countries, you know this pairing makes enormous sense. Denmark is one of the world's undisputed leaders in wind energy, offshore technology, and green innovation. Australia, meanwhile, is sitting on one of the most extraordinary renewable energy potentials on the planet: sun, wind, and land in abundance. Put those two together, and you've got a partnership that could genuinely move the needle on the global clean energy transition. This is not just royal theater. This is serious geopolitical chess being played with a very charming smile. Now, let us talk about the business side, because this is where it gets really interesting. The state visit is expected to unlock high-level conversations between Danish and Australian industry leaders, with a focus on green hydrogen, offshore wind development, and sustainable trade. Companies from both nations are circling this visit like seagulls at Bondi Beach, and for very good reason. The economic potential here is staggering, and King Frederik and Queen Mary are essentially the most glamorous ambassadors Denmark has ever sent to any negotiating table. And speaking of Queen Mary, can we just take a moment to appreciate the layers here? She's not simply attending a state visit, she's going home. She will walk on familiar soil, hear familiar accents, possibly eat a proper meat pie without anyone making it a formal occasion. There's a deep emotional undercurrent to this visit that no amount of official scheduling can fully contain. The girl from Hobart has become a queen, and now the whole country gets to witness that transformation up close. There's also something profoundly symbolic about the timing. King Frederik only ascended to the throne in January 2024, following Queen Margrethe II's historic abdication. This Australian visit is shaping up to be one of the most significant and personally meaningful engagements of the new reign. Frederik and Mary are still writing the defining chapters of their time on the throne, and this chapter, set in the sunburnt country, is going to be one for the history books. The optics are powerful, the stakes are real, and the story is genuinely compelling. A queen going home, a king making his mark, a partnership being built that could help power a cleaner future for both nations. There's drama, there's warmth, there's ambition, and honestly, it's exactly the kind of royal story that reminds you why this niche never gets boring. This visit is not just a moment, it's a statement. Denmark and Australia standing together, looking forward. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.